Hello, welcome to the sixth video of this course. We will start by setting some parameters in our document. We're going to open here on options, and if you check here on document, under document properties, units, model, just make sure that it's in centimeters. Okay. So far we haven't really worked with measurements, with dimensions. Now we should, because now we are going to make something real. Okay, centimeters. Okay, right, now we're gonna work on front viewport, and we're gonna make a polyline. Start of polyline, whatever. Next point, or polyline, this distance should be the height of your flower base. Well, more or less. Okay, let's set, for instance, 30 centimeters. Right, so you see that you will have a line like that. If you want the line to go straight, you just need to press shift on the keyboard. The moment you keep shift press, you see that the line goes straight. To accept that, just left button of the mouse. We don't want to make any other line, so just right click on the mouse. Now, well, you see that you have just a straight line. Now we're gonna draw a circle, so click on circle, and we want to start that circle from that endpoint. To find that endpoint, we must check this option here, the first one. So center of circle, that point. And now we're asked for a diameter. A diameter could be, for instance, 15 centimeters also. Right, so these lines, well, this line and this circle are basically reference. We're not going to do anything special with that. Okay, it's just to make sure that this is 15 and this is 20. Was it 20? Yeah, I think it was 20. Anyway, it's just like a reference to know more or less the measurements that we are going to use. Now we're going to use this line, this command, sorry, control point curve. Well, actually, if we open this menu, we can use these two different options, these two different commands. The first one is like smoother. It's really easy to, it's really useful to make like organic and simple lines. And the second one, it's more or less the same, but it's much more, it's harder. Okay, it's not so easy to make smooth curves. It's really up to you. Well, probably it's better to use the second one. Anyway, we're going to use one of these tools, and we're going to start from this point. This point is the quadrant. This is not a line, this is a circle. Actually, we're going to perspective. You see, if you see now on perspective, that's a quadrant. That's not the end of any line. But anyway, that's the point we like. So if you check now on the command line, it's start of curve. So we're going to start from that point, and we're gonna draw, well, you can draw anything you like. Okay, yeah, well, the moment you're happy with that, just look for a near point. You check this box, the second box, and try to finish a line on the straight line. And then you don't want to continue, so right button of the mouse, and we should be having something like this. Of course, your design is absolutely free. It's really up to you. Okay, but the idea is to have something similar to this. Right, so now we're going to create a surface from this line. Now we should check this box here, which says record history. And now we're going to open the surface menu. We've used this one in the previous video. And now we're going to use this one, revolve. So left button of the mouse, left click, and now it's asking for curve to revolve. We just want to revolve this curve, so enter, and start of revolve axis is going to be from this endpoint, so left click, to this endpoint, so left click again. And now start angle, just click enter, and revolution angle, just click enter again. Right, so we have like a massive base. Imagine that we want to make it thinner, because now it's quite chunky. We're going to select on that curve, on this one, and if we go on the front menu, we don't need to maximize it, because it's better if we see perspective again. So now you see that the main line, the one we've used to make the surface, it's highlighted. Right, so the moment it's highlighted, just go control points on, and you see that now there are like some points that we can pull. More or less it's like Illustrator and some software like that. So imagine now I'm selecting this point at the top and I'm moving it to the left. You see how the model changes. Actually it's like making a real base somehow. If we want to make it smaller, well, we can just select points and move them. We can actually select points and delete them, so we will get something different. But it's really up to you now. Oops, sorry. I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to move it that way, so it's going to look sharp on the top. Probably too sharp. So let's go. We can select more than one, and just move it. We can even, you see that now it's like completely sharp at the bottom. If we don't want it to be so sharp, just select the last one and move it up. So now it's much more, well, it's different. If we want to make it smaller, just select the one at the top and move them down. We can even select these ones and click on rotate. Center of rotation, select more or less this point, and now left click in here and yeah, left in there. Okay. Oops, sorry. If we select this one, we can move it that way, for instance. Okay, it's really up to you. We can even select this once and make just the hole deeper, so it looks proper, like a proper base. Right, what else? To get rid of these points, just press escape twice, well, once only, and now you see that this is just a surface. This is not a solid. Again, we cannot print this out. We need to make it solid. To make it solid, we just have to cap this hole. So select the object, go to Boolean operations, and where this? Oh, yeah, cap planar hole. Forget about this, okay, nothing important. So now you see our object is completely solid.